Hello everyone, Kayla here, and I am finally updating my wash and go tutorial. You guys requested it, and I am here to provide it for you. I also am going to do it the right way. I only use products that I would normally use on my hair that tend to produce desirable results that I want. Also, I made sure that I talked in the video, so it's not a voiceover. I'm actually talking and doing, so this is going to be a little bit of a longer video. It's not going to do good in search results, so that's how you know that I'm making this video specifically for you. The technique that I use is heavily influenced by the Glam Twins, just because they have a very thick hair, and changing the way that I apply my products to mirror closely to what they do is what changed my curl definition. I fell off of doing this way for a while and then returned to it more recently, and you guys took notice. If you would like to see what my hair had looked like in the past using a similar product application but without all the raking and things that I'm going to be doing, you can look at my 8 months max hydration method video, and you can also look at my Wetline Extreme review video. Same product application as here, but different styling technique, in case some people will be like, my hair is too fine for what you're doing. So we got options for everybody here. We got a little buffet going on for you. So stay tuned, and I hope that you find something in this video useful to you. Up until this point, what I have done is I shampooed, clay rinsed, deep conditioned, and fully detangled my hair. And then I also did the entire back of my head. So I'm going to start doing the front of my hair, and I'm gonna really break it down. I'm gonna be talking to you and everything. So I even orchestrated this whole, my wash routine and everything around my husband's schedule, so that I could stand in the middle of my house, because I'm in the middle of my house, and talk and film a tutorial without someone trying to walk around and that kind of stuff. So I am ready for it. So the front of my hair needs to be done, and I'm gonna go ahead and start with the right side, because I always like to start with the right. And the deep conditioner is still in my hair. So I am going to remove the deep conditioner. I've been known to sometimes use the same conditioner as a leave-in, but not today. I've got other products that I'm going to be using instead, and I'll get to that. Now, as best as I can tell, all of the deep conditioner is out of my hair, and the way that I do my hair is very much inspired by the Glam Twins. So I'm going to apply my leave-ins the same way that they do. They kind of part their hair into chunky sections, maybe 3 or 4 per fourth, and they apply the product. I used to do LOC, which is leave-in oil cream, very standard in the natural hair community. Then I turned it into LCO, which is leave-in cream, oil, and then I'm putting gel in my hair. What's the purpose of the O? So it became LCG. And so that's where I am today. I just like the combo because of the different products, and I'll talk about them as I put them in. So first thing I'm going to put in is the L, my leave-in, which is Soultanicals Not Sauce Salon Size. So I'm going to put a couple pumps of this. This is my bottom section. Now for my leave-in, I like to pick something that is very slippery, very moisturizing, but it tends not to really be like a heavy-duty worker. I just want something that's going to slip and distribute throughout my hair and moisturize. That's all I want. No jobs for it. Now the second thing I apply, I removed I just emptied one, so I'll pull out the new one. It's a curl cream. And today I'm using Curl Enhancing Smoothie by Shea Moisture and the Coconut and Hibiscus line. And the curl cream now, I do like something that is heavier. I like something that maybe has a couple of oils in there. I want something that is going to start to weigh my hair down to kind of assist my gel. So that's where I'm going with the curl cream. And that's one of the chunks of the right front section. And I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of the chunks, and I'm going to do the same thing, apply the leave-in and the curl cream to them. Okay, so now I don't think I fully explain why I do all the sectioning and apply the product like that so generously, and that's because I only do my hair once a week. It needs to be moisturized all week. And on top of that, when it comes to wash and go, distribution is everything. So applying product like this to my hair gets it fully distributed. Now, if your hair is not as thick as mine, you won't need to apply it in as many chunks as I do, because I know that I have a lot more hair than a lot of people. So just keep it real. So distribution is what I'm going for. So you find what distribution means on your hair. It might mean something different than it does on my hair. So now I'm gonna go ahead and apply the gel and style. Now, you notice that the Glam Twins, again, the inspiration for this, they style their hair in big chunky sections. My curls are smaller than theirs. If your curls are smaller than mine, do even smaller sections. I don't know if you can, because you got to see what I'm gonna do. But the sections should be proportionate to the size of your curls. You know, that's what I'm getting at. So you make the decision for the size of your sections depending on the size of your curls. So I do little 1-inch rows the same way that I part my hair when I'm doing 2-strand twists. So I use the top part of my finger, the line up, and I use that to part. And I clip it up. Come in with my gel. Today I am using the very last of a jar of Wetline Extreme. You know, it's my favorite. I'm gonna come in to the section and I am going to paint my roots. If you have a type 4 hair texture, it's very important to get the roots, else you're gonna have puffy, tangly hair, and then you're gonna be mad because you're gonna have to detangle all that. And then I squeeze and pull it down. Now, a little bit is going to be, it's gonna run out at some point, especially if you have longer hair. So you just dip back in and apply a little bit more from the mid to the end to fully get it in. Now I'm applying it like let me get on tiptoes, like I'm trying to like straighten my hair almost. You can stop at this. If you look at my 8 months max hydration method video and my Wetline Extreme review video, those are videos in which I did just smoothing. And I did apply the conditioner like this and everything. Those are old videos, but this technique is not new. I've done it. You know, I kind of went away from it and come back. So here's what gives you the pop-in results that you guys saw that prompted you to ask for this video. I rake and shake, okay? So I'm gonna start, once I get my hair smooth enough that I feel comfortable, I begin to rake. If you don't feel comfortable raking, you need to apply more product. So I'm start raking and I go a little from left to right and stuff like that. You might have to detangle a little, but my hair's been detangled before this. But a little left and right so that the clumps aren't the same clumps between your fingers over and over again. And then once I've raked through a little bit, then I'll start to shake or do it this way to pop my hair apart. So that way, and I apply a little product on the back of my hand if any came off and smooth it back over my hair for frizz purposes. But I applied my product this way so that I don't have to do all that shingling and stuff that people do. My hair isn't gonna be perfectly separated like someone who shingled, but it's kind of that same look without all that work. And I'm just trying to get a shed hair off of my hands so that I don't stick it back into my hair or stick it into the product. All right, so same thing again. I'm gonna take an inch row, part it down. If I part and see that there's no product on there, I will move the product from the bottom of the hair up to the top, from the back of my fingers and all that stuff to fully get it on there before I style it. Come in with the gel, paint the roots, get them slick, smooth like you are trying to straighten your hair. Straighten your hair with gel, basically. Come in with a little bit if you happen to run out. Smooth like you were trying to straighten it. Once you get it slick enough, you have enough product that you know that you can put your fingers in, come in and rake. Move your fingers from left to right a little bit so that you don't end up with the same little raked sections. Shake it a little to pop it apart. Boom. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my section, but I'm gonna speed it up so that you can fully see me do it from start to finish, and then I'm gonna do the very last section off camera. hair is done. And I'm pulling the ponytail holder out. So what I do is I usually will pull my hair down, assess the situation, and if necessary, I will apply more gel over the entire section. I noticed last time that I did my hair like this, the ends started to frizz out very quickly. So I'm scraping out the bottom. So I'm gonna just pull up a little dollop, and you better believe I'm gonna use this. I'm trying another gel, but I'm gonna use this before I crack open the new one. So I'm gonna do a little bit of dollop here. And just because I had those frizzy ends, I'm going to just apply a little more to my ends only. To my ends, because they were getting puffy and frizzy. And then, I know one person on a forum that I belong to was like, I don't know why naturals smooth their edges in a wash and go. Like, what does that do? I do it to control the way that my hair falls. So I'm going to, this is not any new product. I'm just using what's already on my hair. I'm just smoothing it in the way that I want it to go. In the top part, I usually like it to go back and then fall over. And it's not gonna stay like this as I move around, because I'm about to move around and like clean and, you know, do this kind of stuff around my house, have me some breakfast, because I had to get up early to catch my husband when he was gone. It's spring break, so this is early for me to wake up. All right, so my edges look weird and stuff, but this is what my hair looks like. I'll give you guys a 360, and then I'll come back. What I do is I'm going to air dry it over the day. Any clumps, I'll kind of smooth those apart with my thumb. But I'm gonna air dry over the day, and then usually depending on the dryness of my hair, I'll sit under my dryer around like 8 o'clock or something like that. So, maybe not 8 o'clock, the originals is coming on. All right, so I'll show you what my hair looks like. It looks crazy. It looks like, ooh girl, that's a lot of product, but I promise it will come out okay in the end. Ooh, I'm glad the camera was still on because I totally forgot. So sometimes I want my hair to be really like separated apart and stuff. So if I see that it's kind of clumping together in big clumps, which is not too much, I'll take this and I'll shake my head. And I know I'm in my kitchen, so sorry baby if there's conditioner on anything. But anyway, so and then I'll shake my head right back to the way I just smoothed it with the gel. So shake it right on back to that, and see, it didn't really disturb it much. It's still gelled down. So I totally forgot that, but yeah, that helps to further keep it popped apart for when it dries. And I look around and I don't think I got, okay, there's a little bit on the floor over here, but I can scoop that up with my foot and keep it moving. So I am back. This is the next morning after I filmed the initial tutorial, and I let my hair air dry all day. So that was several hours, I believe. I let my hair dry about 9 hours until about 7 o'clock. And what that did was the ends, like this part of my hair down, completely dry. And then a lot of the outside was beginning to dry, but deep up in my head, especially in the back, was still wet. So I sat under the dryer for about an hour or so, and then most of my hair was completely dry except for a couple of pieces, you know, here and there, random spots. And so I went ahead and pineappled my hair and slept on it like I normally would. And then I took down the pineapple not too long ago, and this is my results today. So pretty defined, nice and shiny. Some parts have the white spot because they are like super clumped and like a little bit of it is damp inside. So I could sit under the dryer to get rid of this, but I don't care that much. So I'm just gonna let it disappear over the day. And then the back. So this technique allows my hair to hang longer. I like that my hair looks longer with this technique. And there are ways that you can break the gel cast if you just cannot stand having a casty look to your hair. I'm not going to demonstrate those methods because I do not like to break the gel cast off of my hair because it ages the hair. It doesn't last as long, and I need my hair to last a full 7 days. But what you can do is you can actually take your hair at the ends and pull it down in sections. You can also take it and twist it, do a big roll twist in sections, and that will break the gel cast off of your hair as well. Again, I don't do those methods because I like for my hair to last, and with manipulation, like sleeping on it and pulling it down and that kind of stuff, it will eventually begin to lose the cast, and then it will eventually frizz out, and then it'll be time to wash it again. So I don't do all of that. I did think possibly about a video doing showing like over the course of a week with a wash and go, just a thought, so that people could see how hair that doesn't have a gel cast broken off kind of ages, because I think a lot of people are afraid of having casty hair, but really there's no shame in this casty game. But anyhow, I hope that this video was helpful to you guys. Please remember to like it, share it, comment, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.